The Super Media Bros podcast is a founding member of the OddPods Media Network. Did we actually just witness what we witnessed?
Yeah. You realize I'm working 72 hours this week, and I get off at 7 o'clock. Maybe 7:30, give or take. I've been there since 6 in the morning.
And then you had to come home to this.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 201 of the Super Media Bros podcast, Santa Media Bros 2021. I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
I'm Special Delivery Dev.
And we have just suffered through Home Sweet Home Alone on Disney+.
Yes, we did.
I'm not even going to make any bones about it. This is not going to be the typical, like, this movie kicked ass and blah, blah, blah. And hell, this doesn't even qualify, like, for any of the Cult Cinema Showdown so bad it's good. This is just an abomination right out of the gate.
You know what? Okay, you know what?
You about to get comfortable, huh?
No, I'm getting up. Hold on.
What the fuck?
I'm not doing this.
All right, so while Devin just has a snack, I'm going to make the best of this. This remake, reboot, reshuffle bullshit is an American Christmas comedy film, and I'm heavily quoting comedy, directed by Dan Mazer. It is the 6th film in the Home Alone franchise. It's the 4th one that shouldn't have been made.
Motherfucker.
And it centers around a boy that is left behind at a time when a man and his wife are planning to get inside, thinking, "Wait, fuck this stupid goddamn read." I'm not even going with that, because that is a pile of shit of a fucking plot. This movie deals with a terribly misplaced British mom and British kid. No fucking clue. I guess they explain it when they go overseas to Tokyo. Because I guess the rest of the kids, the rest of this family lives in Tokyo or lives somewhere. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The dad is American as all fucking hell. The mom and the kid are British. Max, I guess that's his fucking name. Max, he's stupid and obnoxious as shit. He's like fucking Jimmy from South Park without the hand crutches.
Fuck.
Yeah, Devin's pissed. It's understandable. Okay, so my plot is the kid has to take a piss because his mother has fed him like 1 billion sugary beverages, which is going to give this little son of a bitch sugar diabetes at the age of 10. This is why he has to piss so bad. His kidneys are probably already failing him, poor bastard.
How the fuck does one child drink 10 of those?
Don't know. I don't know. But on the way home, he's like, I got to piss. So his mom just takes him to this open house just to use the pisser, because that's what they're saying that people of their stature do. They don't care about literally shit. Like, this movie really implies how dense fucking people with money are. I don't feel shit for this woman. I don't feel shit for this kid. I feel shit for the characters that Rob Delaney and Ellie Kemper are playing, Jeff and Pam, because he gets fired from his job and they're going to lose their house, and he finds out that there's a doll from a collection of his family's that is worth a shitload of fucking money. So when the child goes and urinates his sugary piss all over the toilet seat, because you know the little bastard isn't used to cleaning anything up after himself. I realize I'm being a prick about this movie, and you're free to shut this podcast off right now if you choose to do so, but holy shit, I am not the only person that this movie pissed off. This thing's got a fucking 16 on Rotten Tomatoes. Devin, would you like to come in and add anything to this? Because I feel like I'm scaring our listeners off.
That's what I'm adding.
The beer? Okay, cool. All right, so, yeah, enjoy that. I hope you enjoy it. The child comes out and notices this doll, and he makes fun of the dude. Like, legitimately, like, just makes fun of him for having this doll collection. And then he looks over and has the audacity to ask him if he can have one of these, 26-ounce cans of orange soda. And
the whole reason why they're here is because he drank too much soda and had to piss. I was gonna sit this one out, but I can't. I can't do it. I can't.
What would you like to add to this?
everything about this movie contradicts itself or makes no sense. I don't understand. And motherfucker, I don't understand why you did this to me.
That's cool. I'm doing this to everybody. Everybody's getting shit on with this episode.
No, you know what? Disney Plus is about to skyrocket, okay? I want every listener, I want you all to go and stream this right now. Not because it demands support, but because we did this, now you have to.
That's right. We did this so you didn't have to in the first place, but now that we did it, you absolutely should go and watch the abomination that has pissed us off to this point. I don't think we've covered a movie that has pissed us off in 200 episodes.
No.
Like this one.
No.
And we're generally not like, yeah, let's be the podcast that comes and legitimately shits all over film because we love cinema. We love movies. This was a garbage pile, dude. So in continuing with this plot as to why the rest of the events in this film take place, the little entitled rich prick bastard child gets pissed off at this man for telling him no. He doesn't know what the word fucking no means because he's obviously been given everything he wants. He even gets pissed at his mom because his mom's like, well, fuck, no McDonald's for you on the way home. And like, good, you don't need a fucking Happy Meal. You just drink fucking 70 goddamn sodas, you little prick. So he gets pissed at the guy. And then he looks down at the doll and he looks back at him really mean when he walks off. And then it cuts to black and then it goes like to the next scene, which I'm not going to waste any time with character development because fuck this bullshit. The plot is that these two people that are about to lose their home don't want to sell their fucking home. And they're not telling their children that they're having to sell this house. The man figures out that he was being told the truth about this doll going for as much money as it was on eBay because the kid's mom tells him this. So when he goes to find it, when their relatives show up, he realizes it's gone. And he puts two and two together because the mom and the son call each other out by their full names. So he pretty much assumes this child stole the fucking doll and he wants to get it back.
The whole thing is creepy. I'm sorry, I'm not going to remember two full names while only said once mid-argument. Especially whenever it's an open house. So it's like, you've got more than enough things on your mind.
I think what cracked me up is the fact that he remembered their names, but he could not remember the passcode to the alarm system because he shows up to the house in the midst of the family leaving, which at some point Max gets so pissed off that he has to share all of his stuff with his cousins that are just in town, like the video games and the TV and the food. Because this is a giant goddamn house with a plethora of things. He could have done something else and waited his turn. But no, he's an entitled 10-year-old little spoiled shit rat. And he's like, I wish I had the holidays alone. And this is, again, a total bullshit throwback to the first movie where it's like, oh, I wish I was home alone. So he goes and finds solace in their vehicle in the garage and watches TV on the back of one of the fucking seat screens. Falls asleep in there, and there's some stupid plot point about how the family has to take two separate flights, of which when they get to Tokyo and realize that he's not there, no adult in that entire family wants to take responsibility for the fact they left a 10-year-old child fucking behind.
Yeah, like, hold on. It wasn't even just, oh, we're not going to take responsibility. It was like, you did this.
Yeah, the mom.
Yeah, it's like, no. Ma'am, that is your kid. First of all, okay, I'm not a parent, and I'm certainly not a parent of multiple children. I know people who have several. So I understand that maybe, you know, you get a little busy and you lose track of a thing here or there. But how the fuck do you not know that your kid didn't get on a plane?
Exactly, because in the first two movies, there was a child in the first one dressed almost identically to how Kevin McAllister's character dressed. And he got his head counted. She put her hand on his head and counted him among the people.
Right.
So, of course, if they split the vans, the other van that doesn't have him thinks the other one has him. And so they just go, and they're in a rush. In the second one, Kevin follows somebody that's dressed like his dad to the wrong terminal. And he kind of gets left behind, so they think he's like right behind him. I can maybe give a pass to that one. They're still stupid for it, but I can maybe see how that could really happen. This is uncalled for. It's fucking stupid. If that was my kid, he's going to be attached to my fucking hip. I'm not going anywhere until I see him with my own fucking eyes. I don't give a shit if somebody tells me, oh, I saw him, yeah. No, put my fucking eyes on my kid.
She only has one kid, and she couldn't even keep track of him. That's my thing.
I know. I'm right there with you, buddy. I swear.
Like, at least the McAllisters had a fucking herd.
True. And I know I'm getting at, like, the whole dense mindset of these rich motherfuckers, because, like, the mom doesn't take responsibility, period. She points her fingers at everybody else but herself. And even the other parents do. It's bad. God, I want to point out, like, a thing in this movie that I was very uncomfortable with. When they are in Tokyo, this bitch goes to the fucking counter at the airport, and the Asian lady that is behind the counter, like, you know, checking everybody in, bro, she straight up fucking walks up to her and is like, oh, konnichiwa, and doing, like, hand motions. Do you know where the seats are and if there's going to be any available? Like, she, like, dude, bruh.
And the whole time, the lady is just staring at her like, bruh. Like you could read it on her face that she knew English.
I know. And she does the most polite version of go fuck yourself, you stupid bitch, I have ever seen. In fact, you know what? My favorite part of the movie is that person. That character is my favorite character in this movie because she told this dumb bitch to go fuck herself in the nicest way possible. Good times. So while she's on the flight home, the little bastard child of hers is setting up this death maze. Direct quote from the movie, the character of Pam, because they decide, okay, we're going to go in and get this doll back and get our fucking lives back. So they go through all these traps that we had this discussion beforehand. In the original Home Alone, maybe one or two of the traps. I think even in the second one, like probably more so in the second one, but in the first one, maybe one or two could have seriously maimed. The fire, like on Joe Pesci's head, the paint cans, possibly, maybe concussions. This child in this one straight up shot pool balls out of a fucking t-shirt launcher point blank in this dude's fucking forehead.
And here's my thing. Hold on. We gotta talk about the logic, okay? So, Richie.
Yes.
You have a lot of really cool memorabilia.
Of course.
Some of it worth a pretty penny. If, let's say, some kid took, I don't know, your favorite guitar, okay? And you knew where the little bastard lived, and you knew his parents' names, what do?
I would talk to the fucking parents about it.
Yeah, you would go in at a reasonable hour, you know?
Absolutely.
Probably, what would you say, 12:30? On a Saturday, you know?
A reasonable hour, like 12:30, 1 o'clock. If I knew the parents were home, if I knew their vehicles, and like I would politely knock on the door, introduce myself, let them know what happened. I'd be like, look, I have camera proof that this happened. How can we make this right? Because, yeah.
Now, you say you would do that. Does the idea of, you know what? Let me go at the dead of night and break in and just take it. Does that thought ever cross your mind?
Fuck no, dude. I ain't trying to go to jail.
Okay. Oh, I was just wondering.
Yeah, because these two, you know, I will admit that they are not the villains in this movie. In fact, I feel like they are more victim than anything. But they do realize that what they're doing is not right, but they feel it's the only way to do it. Has holiday season come around and you don't know what to get as a gift or a stocking stuffer? Ho, 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 fellas. Naughty or nice, 'tis the season to perform.
Manscaped's best-selling product is the Performance Package 4.0, which is at the top of every man's wish list this year.
That's right, Devin. Inside, you'll find their lawnmower body trimmer, the best trimmer on the market for your balls, butt, and body, and the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer.
Let's not forget their famous liquid formulations. the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner to maximize your ball hygiene routine.
Get the Performance Package now to receive 2 free gifts from Manscaped. The Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag.
The dads can't stop talking about this. The teens secretly buy this. And the women will love you for it.
Now here are our picks for Manscaped's surefire winning stocking stuffers. The Manscaped 2-in-1 Shampoo and Conditioner, which just launched. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone on this one, guys.
The Manscaped Cologne-infused Body Wash.
The Shears 2.0 Luxury 4-piece Nail Kit.
Crop Mops Ball Wipes for your stanky balls.
The Manscaped Signature Cologne. These formulations are all vegan, cruelty-free, dye-free, sulfate-free, and paraben-free, so you know these products are legit.
Make sure you hurry to their site to ensure these wild gifts show up before the holiday season.
And while you're at it, get 20% off and free shipping with our code SUPER at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with our code SUPER at manscaped.com.
Whether this is for your partner, dad, brother, friend, get them something they will actually use and is almost sure to get a laugh.
Wait, that's the evil laugh. That's the wrong kind of laugh. What a gift. Nice. Get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with our code SUPER. Again, 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com with our code SUPER. Be the ballsiest gift giver this year with Manscaped.
Hi, I'm Shannon.
I'm Jamie.
We're Married with Television, marriedwithtv.com. We are a couple of Hollywood normies on the outskirts of the film and TV industry, and we talk about our favorite TV shows, music, and movies, and sometimes they talk back to us.
Sometimes they do.
Our podcast is Married with Television, one word, on Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud.
Possibly Amazon soon. And we are a proud member of the OddPods Media Network.
Married with TV!
MarriedWithTV.com.
I want to point something out before I forget. There's one point in this movie where Max rides his bike to this church where there's a choir performance happening with Pam and Jeff's kid, and they're doing a toy drive. This child straight up rolls in that motherfucker and looks at this old lady that's helping put the toys up. He straight up asks this bitch for a buggy. Bro, he can clearly read the sign that it's a toy drive for the less fortunate. This rich little prick has everything he could ever fucking want. And then some. Get a buggy, a shopping cart. Like, go, dude. Hell no. And then she even like points out, well, these are for children less fortunate than you. She can just look at him and know he's loaded.
His fucking jacket.
His helmet on his bike.
Yeah, he had the little mohawk helmet thing.
Oh, and then he talks to this other child that's there, which is coincidentally Jeff and Pam's kid, who knows that the house is getting sold, but he just hasn't said anything. And he's telling this kid, he's telling Max, and we're not even halfway through the movie. And then Max is telling him, he's like, yeah, home is really where you're at with your family. I've learned that. Bro, you're halfway through the movie and you're already driving the point home that the original was trying to make at the dead ass end of the film.
Did I miss something? Like, legit, okay? Did I miss something? What gave him that impression at this point in the movie?
Nothing.
Okay, so I didn't.
You didn't zone out, dude.
Okay.
Poorly written. Poorly executed.
Because I was starting to feel stupid. I was like, I had to have missed something.
No, the movie is so stupid it rubbed off on you, unfortunately. And it rubbed off on me a little bit because at one point I was like, oh, really? No, fuck this bullshit. So back to the goddamn, breaking and entering piece. The child has maimed them. He sets Pam on fire. He sets her on fucking fire, dude. He shot a pool ball at this man's head, then strapped the VR on him, which really pissed me off because that was inaccurate as fuck.
Yeah, why did he have the fucking Santa costume on in the VR? That's not how VR works.
No, it's not at all. So there's another trap where he throws these Mentos-filled Diet Coke 3-liter bottles at Pam, which that pissed me off too because, dude, the fucking amount of Mentos he put in there, that soda would have been out before he was able to put the damn cap on.
Well, not only that, but he says, because Pam asks, oh, why do y'all have so much soda? And he's like, it's more cost-effective to buy in bulk. Yeah, and you're wasting every bit of it.
This kid don't care about his house.
No. Like, dude, the whole house was in shambles.
Mom will clean it up.
Basically.
Because he sets her on fire after that. He's fucked up Jeff, knocked one of his teeth out, throws like sugar and fucking flour and buttered up the stairs for them to slip and slide down. And oh my God, dude, they have to have multiple broken bones at this point. Throwing weights on a treadmill and them flying at Pam, fucking up one of the doors and knocking her across the house. And then we get to the end of the movie where they all three are in the foyer having a standoff with the pool gun, and she's got I forgot about that trap where she gets shot in the face with the Nerf darts, but they all have the thumbtacks in them. Could have put her eyes out with that shit. And they're pointing them at each other. And then she falls down there, I should say. And then they start revealing like, oh, he's like, I heard your little plan about, oh yeah, you're going to get the little ugly one and hold him for 200 large or whatever the fuck. And he's sitting there, he's like, I'm not ugly. Mom says I have character. And then Aiden, who was my son, who was watching this with us, was like, yeah, you're a prick.
That shit was fucking funny.
Bruh, when my 13-year-old knows better, like, dude, this movie sucks. And when they figure out that's what he was thinking, they were like, no, we're just here to get the doll back. And he was like, that doll? Why would I want a doll? I'm 10 years old. Why on earth would I want a doll? And then the mom, oh my God. And then Pam's mom switch flips and she's like, oh, we've done a very bad thing. Oh my God. If we would have known you were home alone, we would have handled this a lot differently. And she says that because they mistake one of like, it's basically this movie's Alexa or Siri or whatever. It's like the HomeBot thing or whatever the fuck. It spoke in German and they heard it. So they thought like his grandmother was there and she was German.
She literally says, if we knew you were home alone, we wouldn't have broken in. So wait. If the parents were here, then it's fine to break in.
Yeah, you didn't know the rules of breaking and entering, dude?
What the fuck is this? I don't understand. What is the purpose of this? Was that supposed to be a joke? Was that supposed to be like, am I thinking too deep into it? Was it like, explain it to me, please?
We were supposed to feel sympathy as parents. We were supposed to feel sympathy for the child that he feels emotionally neglected. We were supposed to feel sympathy for Jeff and Pam. But here's the thing. No person in this movie and I swear on everything, I really mean this. Jeff and Pam are probably the only two people you should give a shit about because they're going to lose their fucking house and they were desperate. Like, I can understand and make sense of why they did what they did, but when they offered up that bullshit explanation at the end of like, if you were home alone, we'd handle this differently. Like, bro, you should have handled it differently in the first fucking place.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, I don't understand this movie.
Because they find out he didn't steal the doll. He stole a soda. He stole one of the sodas. Bruh, I don't feel sympathy for this child. No other character in this movie had enough adequate build up for this. At one point, there was a Buzz McAllister cameo where he's a police officer because the alarm trips and he shows up and they talk their way out of it. And then a little while later on the CB, there's a police call for this address from his mom. And he explains that it is a prank call. He's already been to this house. And he goes on to tell the sheriff for exposition, of course, and for story that we don't really need. Buzz explains that they left Kevin home alone 2 years in a row, a long time ago on vacation. And he goes to explain how, oh, you didn't realize that it is a McAllister home security system? My brother prank calls me on Christmas every year. This is a prank call. This is Disney's way of saying we couldn't afford Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin even knew this was a piece of shit, so we could get the next best thing, which is fucking Devin Ratray, who played Buzz McAllister in the original 2, to come back and just explain that this was what the cameo was going to be, probably. So stupid.
I'm at a loss for words.
I have a few parting words. the misunderstanding between the child and Jeff and Pam gets cleared up. And Jeff and Pam wind up explaining this entire situation to them. But it turns out that Jeff's brother, who, by the way, was shitting on them the whole time for being poor. I thought that was fucked up, dude.
What the fuck? Dude, not only just him, though. His wife, too.
They really did. And the fucked up part is, like, their child, Ollie, stole the fucking doll. And he's at the top of the staircase, and they see this happen. Now, Max is here, too. The child throws the doll, because it's a porcelain doll, and it can't break. Like, they don't need it to break. That would be fucked up. So he throws it, and a big slow-motion sequence happens where Max catches it, and he's like, oh, here you go. And then he had already called his mom and shit. So she comes and gets him, and then she and him leave, and then Jeff and Pam are happy and like happy crying that they don't have to really pay for anything that they've done. They don't have to sell the house, and the kids are happy because they can stay. And then it cuts to his brother who's like, oh my God, we don't have to pretend, we don't have to act like they're not poor anymore. That was really awkward or some bullshit. And I'm like, bro, that's so fucked up. And then another thing that my son said that absolutely cracked me up. There's a screen that's the screen pops up and it says 1 year later. And then Aiden goes, 1 year later, the kid's dead.
Yeah.
Because what happens is it pops up 1 year later because Max and his mom walk through the front door and she sees like the entire area just fucked. And Max goes, oh, there's a reasonable explanation for this. 1 year later, my son, he's dead. I'm like, dude, yeah. Bro, I swear on everything, that kid, man, that kid would have been toast.
Dude.
Like Sparta kick him down the buttery stairs.
Bro, that, you know what? That's the punishment. Oh, you want to make booby traps?
You got to go through every one of them.
Yep. Like going to a police academy. Oh, you want this taser? Well, you got to get tased.
You got to take it, yeah. So what happens is the Mackenzies wind up inviting the Mercers to live with them while their house undergoes reconstruction. And holy shit, to think that this child
is so fucking weird.
Bro, the fact that this child did so much damage to their home that the entire remodel is taking a year. It's taking a fucking year to remodel the damage this kid caused.
Not only that, but look at all the shit that this kid has done to you, and you're gonna let him and his mom live with you for a year, and you didn't even know them. They were just two people that walked into your fucking house to, quote unquote, buy the house.
Yeah, and the movie fucking ends with them having a Christmas dinner together. Jeff gets a new job that pays him good, and the movie ends with Max asking for one of the sodas that he was originally wanting 1 year prior. And then there's the joke that Pam makes where she's like, well, you should probably give him the soda. You remember what happened last time?
The soda had, okay, I understand the joke in the context of that's what kickstarted everything, but he didn't actually take the doll. So theoretically, this is null and void because he was, I don't want to say innocent, but as far as this whole thing goes,
ain't nobody innocent in this movie,
no,
bro.
but I'm saying like the joke makes no sense.
No, I know. Because he's sitting there acting like, well, can I have one of those sodas? It's like he's never had one before. You can't tell me that little shit didn't drink the one he fucking stole. Like later on. That's Home Sweet Home Alone. Fuck this movie.
No, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm done. All right?
I'll see you next week?
No.
Oh, fuck.
No. You don't get to put me through this bullshit. And you know what? I'll show up, but I'm giving you the silent treatment.
Okay. Well, can I at least tell you what we're doing next week before you leave?
Yeah, sure.
This might change your mind.
Okay, what?
Okay.
What the fuck do you have in mind?
Okay, to make up for this bullshit, first of all, I'm sorry.
You should be.
Secondly, we're going to give the people like a little stocking stuffer bonus episode to make up for it.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll be talking about Rise of the Scarecrows, Hell on Earth.
Okay. All right.
See, everybody's sitting back down. I think I got him. I think we're going somewhere with this. So after that, Cult Cinema Showdown 88. We're going to be doing a couple of French-based films. One is filmed in France and one is by a French director. Well, the other one is too. Okay. And it's very funny that we're doing this one because it's Dial Code Santa Claus, a.k.a. Deadly Games, a.k.a. Game Over, versus Blood Beat. Now, Dial Code Santa Claus is very well known in the cult film world as being the movie that Home Alone possibly ripped off.
Okay. All right.
Picture this, a child that lives in a giant mansion. His mother is the head honcho of a giant toy store in France. A mall Santa just so happens to come across this child on a dialing code for Santa machine where kids can write Santa Claus. This disgruntled bastard gets fired from his job and tries to break into this kid's house dressed as Santa to take revenge on him, while the child, who is into Rambo and a ton of other action movies, takes this motherfucker on and defends his grandfather while he is in this house.
All right, I'm on board for that.
Bloodbeat. Family gets together for Christmas, but the home is haunted by the spirit of a samurai warrior.
Okay. All right. I'm in.
All right, cool. Is that good for everybody out there listening? I know we kind of went rough on this one, but goddamn, we're going to make it up to you. We promise.
I feel a lot better now.
Good. I'm glad. Visit supermediabrospodcast.com to listen to past, present, and future episodes. Check out oddpodsmedia.com to listen to all the other shows on the OddPods Media Network. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to us anywhere you find us. Leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, or GoodPods. Buy some motherfucking merchandise.
Do it.
Do it now! Thank you guys so much for listening and bearing with us through that bullshit. This was Home Sweet Home Alone, episode 201. Until next time, I've been Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Special Delivery Dev.
Shades on!
We're off.